What is going on, guys? Joel here, back with another one. So I finally got my hands on with the new Apple Watch Series 7 just a week or so after its launch, because I opted for the graphite stainless steel color option. And if you were like me that ordered the stainless steel version, your order may have been back ordered until sometime in November. So I managed to hunt one down elsewhere and cancel my Apple order. But this is the Apple Watch Series 7, and honestly it's not what was really expected, at least my expectations, according to many rumors and things like that. We were expecting a new redesigned model, but instead we got this, and spoiler alert, not much has changed. So in this video, I wanted to give you my hands-on and thoughts of the new Series 7 and do some comparisons of what has changed. But if you have the Series 6, this new Series 7 may be hard to tell apart simply because it still has the same rounded design. The digital crown is on the side with the microphone and the side button. Then flipping it over, you have the one large opening now for the speaker grill instead of what was on the Series 6, which had two separate openings for the speaker. But the most notable new feature and probably the biggest change is the upgraded screen size. The Series 7 now has moved from a 44mm to a 45mm, but the physical size of the watch stayed the same. If you're looking for the smaller 40mm, that one also on the Series 7 got a bump up to a 41mm, so you will have larger displays on both the smaller and the larger version of the Series 7. So with the watch physically staying the same size, what has happened is the bezels have shrunk all around to about half its size from the Series 6. And if you compare this to the Series 3, which is the one Apple is still selling, which is pretty crazy to me that they still sell that. But that one, you can definitely notice the bigger screen actually has gotten over 50% more screen area than the Series 3. And comparing the Series 6 to the Series 7, the screen has gotten nearly 20% more screen area. So now the screen looks more like it goes off the edge, which I found this noticeable on certain watch faces, just like the new ones that are on the Series 7, like this contour watch face and the new modular duo watch face. The contour watch face is very minimal, but it looks nice. And the modular duo is nice because now with the larger screen, it's able to display more information. Now, when you're browsing around like your notifications or any other app, because of this larger display, you do get more information on there as well. And another exclusive feature to the Series 7 is the new keyboard. When you are composing a new message or when you're inserting any type of text on the Apple Watch Series 7, you now get a keyboard thanks to the larger screen. So you can tap letter by letter, or you can slide from letter to letter to use the swiping feature and spell out a word. So now you get the keyboard if you don't want to use voice dictation or scribble. Now, aside from the larger screen, Apple says the Series 7 also has the most crack resistant front crystal on the display. So this gives it a little bit more durability, as it now is also dust resistant with an IP6X rating. Now, this dust resistance, along with the most crack resistant front crystal, just adds a little bit more ruggedness because it is still swim proof on the Series 7, just like previous Apple Watches. So you can still swim with this Series 7 up to 50 meters and you won't have any issues. But I do hope with this new most crack resistant front crystal that Apple says it is on the Series 7, that it avoids something like this. My accident drop of the Apple Watch Series 6, it cracked the corner of my display, and this is the only time I've dropped my Apple Watch. It slipped out of my hand while I was trying to change out a band. But I would say durability on these Apple Watches are pretty good. So adding that most crack resistant front crystal, as Apple says, and it being dust resistant, I think you'll be fine during rugged activities. So with the Series 7, you also get faster charging capabilities, and that's thanks to the new architecture for the charging on the Series 7 and using the new provided USB-C magnetic charger that's supplied in the box. So you would notice that there is a new charging cable, which is going to be this magnetic fast charger to USB-C cable. But just like the iPhones, you won't find a wall adapter to connect this cable to. So it is sold separately. But when you do pair it to an Apple 20-watt USB-C wall adapter, you would get up to 33% faster charging on the Series 7, which I did try out when my battery fully died on my Apple Watch. I plugged it in for 45 minutes and it was around 75% battery, but that was coming from a completely dead battery. And then I did try it when it was at maybe 1% and left it on the charger for 45 minutes. And that did get up to 80% of a charge. So the Series 7 definitely does charge faster, but you do have to use the new magnetic fast charger with a 20-watt or higher wall adapter. And when charging it to 100% from a dead battery, it took about an hour and 10 minutes or so to fully charge to 100%. So if you want to fully charge Apple Watch on the Series 7, just give it about an hour and it should be close to 100%. Now, if you track your sleep with the Apple Watch, with the faster charging capability on the Series 7, you can now just simply charge it for 8 minutes and get a full 8 hours of sleep tracking. So when I tested this out, it would get about 15% battery in those 8 minutes. So I'm assuming that's roughly of how much battery you will need to get those full 8 hours of sleep tracking. Aside from this, that is what is new with the Series 7. You have all the new features for Watch OS 8, including many new workout features like auto detection for cycling or riding an electric bike with voice feedback and more. But simply put, the Apple Watch Series 7 is more of an Series 6S upgrade. You get all the features that the Series 6 had, like the electrocardiogram capability, the blood oxygen sensor, and always on display. And you actually get the same chip inside the Series 7, just like you had on the Series 6, which was the S6 chip with a 64-bit dual-core processor. But now it's just simply rebranded to the S7 chip with a 64-bit dual-core processor. The S7 chip still has the ultra-wideband U1 chip and Apple's W3 wireless chip. Nothing new has changed as far as processing. Still the same chip. But now you get the added larger screen, faster charging, stronger front crystal glass, and dust resistance. Oh, and also when indoors, the always on display on the Series 7 does get brighter than the Series 6, so it's easier to tell the time whenever your wrist is down. But the Series 7 comes in different styles and finishes. They still come in aluminum, stainless steel, and titanium. But the aluminum version, you actually have different color options like the new green, the starlight, midnight, blue, and red. But if you opt for the stainless steel, you still get the choice of graphite, gold, or the silver stainless steel. And if you go with titanium, you have the space black and also just a titanium casing. But is this really worth upgrading from your current Apple Watch? And my answer would be, depends which one you're upgrading from. If you're on a Series 3, then definitely it's a nice upgrade to the Series 7. And Apple still sells this Series 3, so it's hard to imagine that they still sell this till this day when you also have the SE and now the Series 7. But those that are on a Series 3 or anything older than that, even jumping to a Series 6, if you can find a good deal on it somewhere, would be a good upgrade. But for those of you that are currently on a Series 6, I would say wait until the next upgrade, as that may have the redesign many have been expecting. Now, even if you are on a Series 5, it's hard to recommend to go to the Series 7. I would say coming from anything of a Series 4 or older, the Series 7 is a good jump. Otherwise, just wait. Now, if you do happen to upgrade all your bands that you currently have, if you opt for the larger case size, which is the 45mm, and in the past, if you're on the 42 or 44, all your watch bands are compatible. And if you've been using the Apple Watch, maybe since the OG, you're probably like me that pretty much have been collecting watch bands since the OG one, because ever since then, I've purchased watch bands for the different Apple Watches that I have because they're all compatible, which is great. So I can still use my older watch bands with newer watch bands on the current Apple Watch that I'm using. It's gotten a little crazy to the point that I have to have this little binder thing to organize all my Apple Watch bands. So if you've collected a lot of Apple Watch bands, I'll leave this link down below if you're interested in picking something like this up. But I have a variety of watch bands, from leather to silicone to the fitness Nike bands and the sport loop, and also some dope ones from Nomad that I'll leave also linked down below. They make watch bands that match the Apple Watches, like the stainless steel graphite one here. This is probably one of my favorite ones, the stainless steel graphite color, because it matches the graphite stainless steel Apple Watch. I get a lot of compliments on this one, so shout out to Nomad for making this dope watch band. But they also make a variety of other watch bands that you'll probably like. But another one of my favorites is the Apple leather one. I picked this white one up not too long ago, and I've been enjoying it because it just magnetizes all together and it's really nice. But what does your Apple Watch band collection look like? Feel free to send me a photo on social media of how many watch bands you have, or your whole watch band collection. I'm interested in checking that out. But that's going to be my thoughts on the new Apple Watch Series 7. What is your opinion on it? Do you think these upgrades are worth the upgrade, or will you be sticking to what you have currently? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And as always, if you did enjoy the video, let me know by hitting that like button, as it not only lets me know that you enjoyed the video, but it also shows support to the channel. And if you want to start a conversation on social media, feel free to follow me on there, as I'm on Twitter, Instagram, and all that good stuff. I'll leave those handles down below in the description as well. And lastly, if you feel like being awesome, hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell. That way you are notified every time I drop a new video. But that's going to wrap it up for this video. I have some things coming in which I'll be posting on social media. So if you want to see that first, make sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, but I will have those videos coming up on those products that I received this week. So keep it locked. Other than that, thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate you all so much for your support, but I will catch you all on the next one. All right. Peace.